So we have with us today Benita Bhatia Dua, who has co-authored the book Profit with Social Media. It is lovely to have you with us today, Benita, to talk about your book.
Thank you.
But before we start, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I'm an MBA in marketing, and I have certifications from Ahmedabad and Stanford University. But more importantly, my key identity is that I wear multiple hats. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of my company. I'm also a mom. I'm also a wife and an author and a whole lot of other things.
Nice to hear. Can you tell us a little bit about your book now?
So this book is in a way an updated version of my previous book, Whale of a Time in Social Media. This book is being published by CNBC, and the intent behind writing this book is to help entrepreneurs use social media profitably. I think social media has become this big buzzword, and there's a lot of excitement around it, but people are missing out on the fact that it can actually be used for business and actually help you increase the profitability of your business, something we've been doing at my company, Vanilla Skills, for all this while. And therefore, it kind of became a natural thing to write about it. When I started writing, I faced the typical hurdles a writer would, and that's where Deepa and I partnered and decided to co-author the book. And this book is a great combination of my skill sets and Deepa, who has a rich PR experience and has been helping businesses use image to their advantage, and therefore this whole book came together.
Why do you think there was such a need for such a book?
So for me, I think I keep looking at people using social media, and there have been times when I've cringed to see how misuse of social media was happening. So for example, somebody would spam your inbox with like 40 images of various products they want to sell you, and I'm not even a target audience. Or even if I'm a target audience, I may not be in the right frame of mind to look at 40 photographs, for example. There is a woman entrepreneur group from our building. I stay in a building which is a multi-tower complex, and the entrepreneurs there are sharing pictures that are about lame things and lovely things and a whole mixed bag of it, but they're not using it right. That's just an example of the many, many things that can happen, but people are not doing. So for example, imagine you going to a mall and somebody shoving up, you're there to buy products, right? You love buying things. I think everybody does. But if a product is shoved at you and you're sold and somebody is nagging you to buy it, your reaction is not going to be to buy it, but rather to run away. The same thing happens on social media. If you are active on a social media platform, all of us love to buy. It's a given human psychology. Show me a person who doesn't enjoy buying things, but nobody likes to be sold, right? And therefore, social media has to be used with that sensibility. This book throws light on these kind of elements. It also talks about what aspects of social media you can use for your business, ranging from your marketing to finding your first buyer, to your brand, to your crisis management. All of it is covered.
How do you think people reading your book will benefit? What would they get out of?
Yeah, that's a very good question, because I think the way the story is written. So this book is the first of its kind, wherein it's a fable. It's a story of a dolphin who's an entrepreneur using social media for her business. So the way we've structured the book is her journey as an entrepreneur, right from finding the first idea to start a business, to creating the business ecosystem, to networking, to finding a buyer. Everything that an entrepreneur goes through is what Merlot Dolphin goes through. And if you simply start doing whatever the protagonist Merlot Dolphin is doing in the book, you will start seeing results. So it's an easy guide that it's easy to read because it's a story. It's also an easy guide because you can simply start going and implementing all the things that she's done even if you manage to do 20% of what she's done, you'll already start seeing the benefits of it.
So the book sounds like a lot of fun. So can you tell us what is your most favorite chapter from the book?
Oh my god. I think you just asked me to choose the favorite body part of my baby. As an author, the book becomes your baby. Okay? And I don't think I can play favorites like that. But what I will tell you is a reader will benefit from each chapter. However, the one they benefit the most from will change depending on what they are seeking. So if you're learning how to use LinkedIn better, the chapter on networking is probably the one that's going to give you the most. If you're still in the early stages of business, haven't even found your first buyer, for example, there's a whole chapter on how do you get your first buyer. So there's a whole range of chapters in that. The great part about the book is it's got worksheets. So you can simply start solving those. We've got a worksheet on profiling your target audience. Now it sounds like a very simple thing, but I think every time I ask people who's your target audience, the most common answer I hear is everybody. And I think that's the only incorrect answer there can be on who's the target audience. So the reason it's a wrong answer is because imagine, say you sell premium wristwatches. The drivers are not your target audience. I'm not saying drivers don't buy, but when you're selling a premium wristwatch, they aren't your target audience. If you're a trainer, for example, your target audience is corporates. Marketing to other trainers is not going to serve you any purpose, and yet people do that, right? They're marketing to the wrong set of people, wasting energy in it. And therefore, if you use the worksheet, you can profile your target audience better and therefore do a better marketing of your products. And I think that's again a utility item in the book. So it completely depends on the reader and what their favorite part will be. For me, the whole book is my favorite.
So we're really looking forward to the launch of your book. All the best.
Thank you.
And thank you very much.